Corby Davidson, Sean Bass here. The Cowboys with a perfect first half, basically, outside of 3 missed extra points, which is comical at this point.
The reaction in the studio as we watched this was, after the third one he pulled, was just pure laughter. And
look, I mean, think about it. If I don't know, if Brady and the Bucs offense had a pulse right now, which they really don't seem to, and this thing is like 18-14. I mean, Brett Maher would be going insane right now in his own head, and the rest of the team would too.
Dude, every Cowboy fan right now is looking at those 3 missed PATs, just praying that it doesn't come back to bite him in the ass.
It's not gonna bite him in the ass.
Boy, Brady looks, I don't want to say rattled, just off. And the Cowboys pass rush, even though they're not getting home, they don't have 1 sack.
Right.
He's feeling a level of pressure, and you saw it on the red zone interception that he threw in the first half.
Boy, how many times have we seen him have the hitch where it's, I'm going to go here, nope, I'm going to reset and then throw it, and every time he's done that, it's been damn near disaster. That interception was terrible on Tom Brady's part, and you know what? He kind of looks like the guy that we've seen all year long, and I think everybody is just kind of holding their breath, thinking that maybe he's going to snap out of it, but he hasn't. The defense looks great. The offense after those first, was it 2 drives or 1 drive? I can't remember.
First couple drives.
Yeah, which was bad.
There was a lot of punts early from both teams, but Dallas was able to score first, and that's something so different than what we've seen in every Dak playoff game so far. Dallas has always fallen behind early. I know the Seattle win, it was a tie game at half, and then they fell behind in the third quarter. Yeah. But right now, Dak's in a rare position in the second half. He and his offense have a lead, and I don't want them to get conservative at all, because I think the game plan that Kellen Moore's rolled out early on, it's very balanced, but they're giving Tampa a number of sets that they probably haven't seen on tape yet this year.
No, I mean, how many times have they put, is it McGovern?
Yeah.
Back there in the backfield? Yeah.
Jumbo package, yeah.
I mean, that thing they've feasted off that.
They put it tight into the backfield once.
Yeah. They've
run option. They've run weird little tosses. It's
been a masterclass. Yeah. It's been unbelievable from Kellen and Dak executing. Again, it got off to a little shaky start, but it hasn't really meant a thing. And I don't know what's better, the Cowboy offense or the Cowboy defense. They both look like they're ready for the moment. As much as we've talked about what happened in the Washington game and just what a buzzkill and what a downer way it was to end the season.
That feels miles away right now.
It does. And for Mike McCarthy to really just dust that off and be like, that's not who we are, and to have the week of practice, obviously, that they probably did leading up to this point, and the way that they're executing right now and their big players are making big plays, Mike is all over the field. Dak's looking as good as he has in months.
Can we take a minute just to talk about how poised, just night and day from last week? I mean, he never got into a rhythm. The game seemed too fast for him last week against Washington. And that final touchdown drive they had, he looked completely in control, making plays with his legs. And the tight ends are showing up. I mean, Dalton Schultz is not running little 5-yard ends. No. He's running seam routes that in that second level. And, boy, Dak's making a nice layered throw. It's looking good, buddy.
Yeah, it's looking really, really, really good. And, I think one more touchdown, Tampa's going to have a very, very hard time scoring 3 times.
They've only scored over 22 points twice this season.
Exactly, and they're trying to do that. They're going to have to do that in a half. Let's say that the Cowboys get a touchdown. Well, good luck. It's going to take a lot if the Cowboys just kind of stay the course, play their game, execute the way that they're doing right now. It's going to take a lot. The first drive is going to tell you quite a bit too. Coming out of the break with when Tampa gets the ball, and if they can sustain a drive and get some points, then maybe that gives them confidence. But man, if they end up going, having to punt wherever they are on the field, then I don't know. It looks bad, and their offense has been terrible all year long. So to think that they're just going to wake up in the second half, I don't know if it's possible.
It's been such a difference from going back to week 1, and Tampa was able to run the ball with a lot of effectiveness. I mean, Leonard Fournette had 120 yards that night. He's got 10 on 4 carries.
Yeah.
Rashad White's got 4.7 per carry, but they've only attempted 7 runs. This is going to be a Tom Brady game. I mean, Byron Leftwich and that offense, they're not going to, I don't even think, try to run the ball. They might mix in a few, But this game is now on the shoulders of Tom Brady to drag them back in it. And if Dallas can get one more score, I don't want to say it's church because it's number 12 on the other side, but
feels like
the Cowboys are well on their way to going to Santa Clara next week.
Yeah, they are. Good things right now outside of the kicks. And, I don't know what you say to Brett Maher.
You have to bring somebody in this week. You absolutely
he's
have.
He's been so good all year.
I don't care. That last one, he was in his head.
Oh, God, yes.
We were making Chuck Knobloch jokes in the studio.
Yeah.
If he's got the yips, you owe it to yourself to bring in a couple veterans just to see what's what.
My God, dude. We're getting ahead of ourselves here. But
obviously, we're getting
to see
ahead of
Dak,
ourselves.
I wish they would have let that play out to see exactly what he was saying. It was he dropped an F-bomb, and then they kind of cut away from it. But I would love to know what he said after that third miss.
Well, maybe we'll get mic'd up this week and just see exactly what Dak had to say about that. But no, that's the only fly in the ointment right now.
Yeah, that pick, I just can't tell you how big that is. And, if on the flip side, if that would have been Dak, like if the Cowboys would have been down 7-0 or 6-0, it was 6-0 at that point. The Bucs were getting ready to take the lead, and that would have changed the look at this game so heavily. But again, he tucked it, recocked, and threw it. I mean, I don't know if he's trying to throw it away. I don't know what he was doing, but that's going to haunt him. I mean, that's a terrible play for a guy. I don't give a damn if he's 45 or 25. That was pathetic, and that may end up costing them, momentum. I'm not saying that they're going to, come back and score 2 more touchdowns or whatever, but there you go. There's your game changer right there, and it's done by the guy that's been better at that position than any human being in the history of football.
It's really awesome we haven't thought about Deron Bland playing opposite Diggs tonight.
I know.
We haven't had to worry about Xavier Rhodes. Oh, my, is he going to be exposed, coming off the street? Hasn't been an issue at all. Now, that could be an issue come second half because Tampa's going to have to throw themselves back into the game, and we've seen this defense let a team back in it. Let's not forget, they're on natural grass tonight. They've had 2 double-digit leads with natural grass that they've blown against Jacksonville and Green Bay. So let's not go counting chickens, but if this defense keeps doing what they're doing, keeping Brady off rhythm, and just go stick one more in the end zone, divisional round. First road playoff win in 30 years.
Yeah, a lot of demons being slayed here tonight so far in the first half. Long way to go, but you can't bitch and moan about anything outside of 3 missed extra points, which the guy missed 2 all season long, and he's now 3 for 3 on misses, which is never a good thing.
Postgame's going to be fun.
Postgame's going to be great. It's going to be post-game, meaning after the game, so stick around for that. Are we done?
Yeah, we're done.
Okay, we're done. Well, Sean, that was a lot of